The topics we discuss are many.
No story too bold to talk about.
Strictly our own opinions.
But they are opinions from people like you.
Welcome to the NAKE'd podcast.
Keelan is. Hey, it's Ethan.
How many schmeckles is it for a puppy skin? It's your girl NJ.
My dice says that you can get exactly. You'll have to pay exactly like 1,800 gold in order to get the schmeckles to buy it. What's up, guys? This is your DM Tika Allen. Welcome to the Naked Podcast.
Yay.
Yes, hands.
Spirit fingers.
Spirit fears.
You call those spear fingers? These are spirit.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, whoa. I did it anyway.
Hey, I didn't do it. Okay.
Yeah, it's fair.
Daddy Bezos wouldn't approve.
Daddy Bezos can suck my.
Speaking of which, before we get too bed into our topics, did you guys see that Jeff Bezos is going to be on the manned mission for Blue Origin? Did you guys see that?
Well, I mean, if you're putting all that money up and going through all that, like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, he's paying billions of dollars. Why would he not go?
First human trip to space.
This is the beginning of his supervillain story.
Honestly, yes.
Oh my god, did you guys see the video targeting Elon Musk over the weekend from Anonymous? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't expect
figured
them.
Keelan be all over it.
Keelan.
She always brings them up.
What? Anonymous.
Oh, Anonymous.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't
Wait,
expect.
what's this video?
So the video basically targets Elon Musk saying like, "Hey, we know the public image that you've been built, and we're gonna destroy it. You are not the man that you claim you are, and we're gonna show everyone exactly who you are." Honestly, it was surprising to hear from Anonymous after like them making threats at the beginning of Trump's presidency, saying that they were gonna expose him, and then nothing happened.
Yeah. Well, it's all about the way he can influence the crypto market just by a tweet.
Yeah.
So they're like, you're manipulating the crypto market to make money
Stop.
and ruining people's lives.
I wanted to take a complete 180 turn and
Hey, Dom.
be like some awesome, wholesome shit about him.
Right? That'd be pretty great.
What up, Dom?
Going back to Bezos, so him and his brother are gonna be on this flight. It's like next month is whenever they're taking the first human trip to like space. And I just feel like, where have you been this whole time SpaceX has been doing their thing? Like, you're gonna send like your fearless leader into space with his brother. Like, where's his money gonna go if something goes wring? I hope it doesn't.
Please don't let it go to his ex-wife. Please don't let it go to his ex-wife.
What, Amazon? You think she'd run into the ground?
She has her billions that he gave her.
Yeah.
From the divorce, but yeah, she's kind of crazy, so.
Yeah. I can see
She
that.
has like a board.
But you know what?
She's a big funder of the Antifa bail fund.
You know what else is crazy? TikTok's new
Me.
private policy. No, not you.
And you.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Yeah, why not? And you. TikTok's new private policy. They hid a lot of stuff from us when they released it. They haven't even made a public announcement about it yet, other than on their website and on their application. But essentially, if you agree to it, you're allowing for TikTok to gather biometric information about your face and your voice. And you also grant them the right to move that data from one server to another.
Okay, so I don't know how big everybody is on science fiction shows,
Mm-hmm.
but have y'all seen all 3 seasons of Westworld?
No,
I started
this
watching
is-
Westworld. I didn't finish it.
This is
Yeah.
literally the plot of Westworld, right?
Okay.
What?
So they build the AIs, right?
Mhm.
And while people interact with the AIs, they collect pretty much the human consciousness of each of those people. And then they take them, and the whole plan is to put them into the robot bodies so that humans can live forever.
Hmm.
So if you're rich enough, you can just buy yourself a robot body. But they've
It-
never been able to figure out the whole prompt. But that's literally what they do. Without your knowledge, they scan your mind, they take in your voice, your what you see, what you do, and they build a digital version of you.
There's already a Netflix show that's kind of similar, Altered Carbon. The
Mhm.
the first 2 episodes kind of, got me, and then I stopped watching it. It got a little tedious and boring after that. But I don't agree with companies taking my biometric data and storing it elsewhere, especially the Chinese
need it.
government.
Yeah, like why
Yeah.
do they need it? Like there's no reason for that.
As it is,
They're gonna rebuild us as robots.
no, the Chinese government, they've done a really good job at facial recognition, and that's how they've been able to pinpoint the Uyghur Muslims, and I'm certain I mispronounced that, just by like facial build alone. So I don't trust the Chinese government using any of my biometric data for anything that's good. This is just going to help them pinpoint bad actors who speak negatively against them and imprison them for life. There are
Yeah, but
reporters
it-
and people that have gone, like, just disappeared once they walked onto China land.
So, on a side note, as Alan was telling us about all of this, he sends us more TikToks.
Yeah, I deleted
was
any
literally on a-
posts.
I was literally on a TikTok binge before you guys joined the call. Honestly, though, like if they were to make another me, I just hope they make another me with no anxiety. What would that be like?
Right? Make a meat that's not ADHD. No,
Right?
the only way that they'll be able to grab your biometric data is if you post on the platform. My previous post, I definitely deleted it as soon as I saw that, and I wasn't on board. So whatever they have
Well,
of
and it's
me,
frustrating too, because aren't there schools using TikTok as a platform for students for their homework assignments?
Mm-hmm.
So that's not respecting students' privacy or minors' privacy.
exactly. And in the United States alone, you're not allowed to, as a company, you're not allowed to collect data on people 13 years younger.
And it just, if
Oh,
there was
dumb.
only a person that was in political office that was just like, TikTok's bad, we should ban it. Right?
I mean, maybe
Hmm.
not ban,
Yeah.
but like, hey, if you want to keep your app around, because I'm like, as a TikTok user, I'm like, no, don't take TikTok away.
Right? Like,
just make them do not bad stuff.
I went from Reels to TikTok, Instagram Reels, and Reels are kind of like TikTok's where it's
Or
at.
TikTok's leftovers.
Yeah, pretty much. But if I have to go back to Reels, I will. It'll suck
Go
for a
back to
while, but
Imager.
I just use a Russian app that steals TikTok, so we're good.
well, at least the
Go back to
Russian
my mind
government,
compilations.
at least the
How you
Russians
pronounce
aren't
it?
actively collecting data on us. But what do you guys think?
I think it's just another feather in the hat that says, "Don't trust China, China asshole."
Hey,
I
that was
think
rude.
that
was in bad
right, you're gonna
taste.
get us banned.
Right?
I think that as long
Was a
as
viral
they
video guy.
are honest about these policies, like people are getting the information, and then people still choose to use it, that's on those people.
Mm-hmm.
They should make it as transparent as they possibly can, so that people know, hey, if you're gonna do this, this is what's gonna happen. And at that point, it's on the person. And then it's up to parents to make sure that their child isn't creating TikToks or having to use them for a homework assignment. And if they are, then the parents need to be able to opt their students out of it because they don't want their child's face in that TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't you have to be like 13 anyway to even sign up for an account? So like younger kids shouldn't have to do a TikTok. Like to me, like a teacher should be mindful of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting. I personally feel like it exactly what Puzzled said. You know, if you know that this is their policy and you continue to choose to use it, it really goes back onto your users. I mean, if they're allowing this type of thing to happen and they don't care, they just want to use your platform, then that's on the user. But at the same token, I do wish that there was some type of, I don't know. It probably couldn't happen because it's a Chinese platform, but some type of regulation of like, okay, if you are to expand your user base to the US, then you have to comply with these sets of standards that we have. Because don't other platforms have to do that anyway? Like Facebook or Twitter in India or other places like that, don't they have to um do certain special things for those countries? Like to
They
me
do.
that's just the same thing.
Yeah,
Well,
they
and we've talked
absolutely.
about movies made in Hollywood that are made with the Chinese restrictions so they can be played in China. So I think that's a great reverse Uno card, you know.
That's
But,
probably the best way to put it.
but that's the thing. What incentives do they have to do that?
Yeah.
Why would
I mean, marketing.
they inconvenience themselves? I
That's a
mean,
good point.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it's marketing though. So like this is a big base to do your ads and your marketing. Like if you want other people, especially in the US, to advertise on your platform, then maybe that could be the incentive of like, yeah, we have all these advertisers lined up to go, but here are the restrictions for it.
Mm-hmm.
but again, advertisers aren't saying no. Advertisers are doing whatever China wants when China wants. So
That's another
why
problem.
would they ever have an incentive to do anything?
Yeah, they wouldn't. They can just. The only incentive is to keep the users who are actively using TikTok here in the United States. So essentially, like blocking it and saying, "Hey, fix your private policy, and you have to do it over here now." Like store data in the United States, or Call Me Chris, Jack Black, Jason Statham recently signed up, Mark Hamill. Like these are big names who do post videos. Mark Hamill posted two this past week, and those or this past month, and those were his first two. Call Me
Oh, wow, I
Chris,
didn't know.
yeah. Call Me Chris posts videos every day, and she has advertisements. I'm certain she brings in a
Love her
couple
videos.
$1,000s. Yeah, I do too, and I'm certain she brings in a couple thousands of dollars in advertisements for TikTok. And if they can no longer post, how is TikTok going to continue? How is ByteDance going to continue to bring in the revenue that they would if they were in the United States? It's in their
I forgot that was
incentive.
her parent company.
Hmm.
I forgot that was her parent company. Or the first name for TikTok, right?
Yeah, ByteDance.
Just bring Vines back, and this whole issue would be over.
Yeah, I want my 30-second
Or
vines.
we can create a new platform here in the US with better privacy.
Right? Just rip off TikTok
Yeah.
like they ripped off Vines.
Cool. That's another big thing that I don't think I ever talked about with you guys. There are multiple companies in China who will rip off other games, call the games their own, and have them registered in China and kick the original application off the App Store. That's been a massive problem for years.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
also said if the U.S. investigates for where the COVID-19 started, that it's a declaration of nuclear war. So
Are
I
you
don't-
kidding me?
No.
I didn't see that. Oh my god. That's scary. What are you hiding?
A lot.
So, well, that was the thing about one of Fauci's emails. Evidently, one of the emails with him talking to a European equivalent of himself, he admits that they're pretty sure it was bioengineered, and this was like early 2020.
Every single person in the world thought the same thing.
I've been saying it for weeks.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, what do you do? You know? Hell yeah, ban TikTok. Be done with it.
Yeah, Dom's got the point. But
And then again, you know, it says it's 13 to sign up, but when y'all signed up on your Facebook or MySpace, were you 13 or did you just click yes I am?
when I signed
Well,
up to
Facebook in
MySpace-
particular,
Mhm.
Facebook was just for college students.
Mhm.
And I had signed up, and I wasn't even in high school yet.
I think I signed up to Facebook in 2007. I think.
I say I don't think I got my Facebook till like freshman or sophomore year. So I would have been 13, 14.
All I know is that I didn't start using Facebook till I was like a senior in high school. That's 2009.
Yeah, that's how you kept up with all the bitches, you know what I mean? Alan knows what I'm saying. Or dudes, whatever, floats your boat. I
I
don't judge.
But yeah, no, I was in what was it? The Yahoo chat rooms when I was 12 years old saying,
Mhm.
"Yeah, I'm totally 16."
yeah.
You know?
ASL.
What's that?
There's so many
18.
guys in jail right
Damn, Dom signed up for Facebook in 2016.
That's like the
Wow.
worst year to sign up for for
I
Facebook.
know.
I
At that
think
point, it was peak toxicity.
I think I stopped using it in 2016.
I think I stopped using mine in 2015. Maybe 2016.
I check
don't
mine
fucking remember.
weekly. That I don't have the app anymore.
I log in on an internet browser once a year on my birthday to say thank you to everybody that said happy birthday.
Oh
see
shit!
if
I
I
didn't
do
log
that
in
again.
last year.
I'm pretty much
I know I
scrolling
left
through
you a
it
long
immediately,
ass note too.
but it's like I can't remember the last thing I posted. I think it's when I updated my profile picture.
I put Alan in my top 5 and he never reciprocated. So
Hey, you're in my top 8, bro.
Broke-
What are you talking about? I logged
broke
into
my
my
heart.
old. I logged into my old MySpace.
Aw,
NJ's in my top 8.
Daisy
You're in my
loves you
top
more
8.
because you're in the top 5. You're in
Yeah,
his
I know.
top 5.
So
Well, he's
like,
top
how
2.
bad is it that I kind of just want to like say fuck Facebook and go back to MySpace, even though Facebook owns them now?
They don't do.
Facebook
do
owns
they?
MySpace?
Oh shit!
I thought so. Yeah,
I'm a fact check you right now. Hold up.
fact check me.
Who owns my?
Sounds
We
about
can.
right.
Okay, fuck it. We're gonna bring back Friendster. We got this.
Fuck yeah! Ooh,
I
MySpace.
never
Discord.
got to use Friendster.
What's up, NJ?
Oh, I was gonna say, isn't Discord like our new MySpace? We'll just
Yeah.
put bulletins.
So MySpace's parent companies are Life and Time Inc.
Who's
Time
Facebook
Magazine
parent?
bought MySpace.
Yeah, and I think Life bought the other half too. I think they're
That's
co-parents. Yeah. But
Remember when we tried to turn MySpace into like a music hub? Did anybody use it at that point?
Yeah,
which
I found a lot of music on MySpace.
Did you?
nice.
Oh yeah.
I never logged in after they said they were closing it.
Yeah,
Be
I
the
didn't use it
best.
too much longer after I got my Facebook, but I do go on there occasionally to see if any of the photos recovered themselves so I can steal them back.
I definitely
and Facebook
closed
won't
mine.
let you steal photos anymore. Like I can't even download my own photos off my own profile.
Damn.
So you gotta
That's-
click on view full size and then you save the picture that way.
Yeah, because so in Discord they were talking about a picture without a beard. And it was actually on your Facebook. There's a picture right before I grew my beard. Like totally. So
I mean, I could download it and send it to you.
Dude, I don't remember.
Do
I don't,
it. Do it.
oh, he had to restart the router.
no, the router died. I don't know what happened.
Oh, the router
What-
died?
Well, it like hard restarted. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to look at it later, but we're back,
Yeah.
everyone.
China got really mad.
Yeah. You know who else is about to be mad? Everyone who thought that assault rifles were banned in California, right?
Well,
Wouldn't that make people really happy?
yeah, I think a lot more people are happy that there's being a precedent set on the definition of what an assault rifle is.
Mm-hmm.
So in California this week, there was a judge out of San Diego, a federal judge, who has ruled that the 30-year-old, I think it's 28-year-old, assault weapons ban that California has in place is
Mhm.
unconstitutional. And it made a lot of sense the way he presented the argument. And
Yeah.
it upset a lot of people like the governor, Gavin Newsom, who is kind of a dickhead. And
Dickhead.
I mean, he's being recalled. So
Good.
the
Wow.
biggest thing was they classified the AR-15 a weapon of war and an assault rifle.
But
So
it's not.
yeah, so you couldn't buy one without special permitting, special licenses. They also had the magazine where they limited a magazine to 10 rounds, which is a waste of time, and a bunch of other stuff. Well, so the judge said, well, this item, right, this tool is available in almost every other state. I think New Jersey is the only other one with almost as strict restrictions as California.
Like
So-
43 states that I saw, like it didn't have those restrictions or
Yeah.
something like that. It was
So it's unconstitutional to restrict it in this one state. It violates your right to bear arms because the rest of the country more or less deems it, a right. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I thought it was pretty interesting, and this also has a lot of it sets a lot of precedents moving forward, especially with the current administration's gun control agenda. So a lot of the people, you'll hear people use the term common sense gun laws, but the 90% of the time, the people that say that can't really even tell you what an AR-15 is, right? Like they're gonna tell you it's an assault rifle 15. No, shut the fuck up, guy.
Yeah, you have no idea what an AR-15 stands for. What does a 15 mean? Huh?
don't
I
know.
completely forget, but it is the
Gun
the
stuff.
AR is the first and last initials of the original creator of the gun.
Oh, that I
I-
didn't know.
Yeah. And then so like the biggest difference, right, between what the military carries an M4 and what the civilian models are, the AR-15 is like the M4 has like a 3-round burst or full auto, right? So that
Mhm.
is an officially assault rifle. The civilian model is a semi-automatic, one pull of the trigger, one bullet fires. And there's no difference between the functionality of an AR-15 and a handgun or a semi-automatic shotgun, or like the functionality is the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in essence, I always say I can do a lot more damage with a Beretta shotgun than I could my AR.
Yeah.
It's funny. So Don put this in the chat. He says, "What if somebody brings out a sword?" When I was researching this topic in particular, there were more deaths by knives in this country more so than
Mhm.
gun violence. And I thought that was an interesting statistic. And I was thinking, like, well, what is it about like these machine guns or assault weapons that make this a prime target? The percentage of these incidents is so low. Like, I think it was like 65 people per capita or whatever. So like, what are they trying to accomplish? Because I was trying to understand like both sides of the coin, like if that makes sense. And
Mhm.
you're like, well, I just want to make sure that none of these people die. But it's like, at the same token, it's in my head when you say an assault weapon, I'm thinking like a bazooka or like a machine of war. Like,
A
I'm thinking something
RPG.
like that.
Yeah.
Those aren't
Yeah.
what's really considered an assault weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy machinery.
Well, and so that's where the big debate comes in, right? Where's the line? Because yes, it's a civilian model of a military rifle, but that's because here in the United States, we believe we have the right to defend ourselves from the government, including our own, right? If
Mhm.
wheel is rolling towards lately.
We didn't disconnect.
It
No.
just keeps reloading, loading.
Every time
Oh.
Scary's here, it's like it always dies.
Right?
Kidding. Just kidding, Scary.
But yeah, this really set a good precedent because it kind of more or less stops California from continuing rolling forward with more laws because, as they say, whatever happens in California usually happens to the rest of the country, 5 to 6 years down the line. So, with everybody, a lot of states passing their constitutional carry plus this, it's actually building a very big argument against gun control and actually setting some legal precedents, which makes a lot of gun owners happy.
Mhm. Well, I mean, after years of, basically being told we're going to make it harder to get guns for unstable people, like the only person that they've been hurting are legal gun owners. We haven't been able to successfully stop people who shouldn't be owning guns from acquiring guns. So clearly, every little step along the way has not worked. Like it's
I'm
been a constant failure. We've had shootings after shootings the past 5 years alone, more than we did the previous decade.
And the sad part is the last few, you would say, mass shootings. So, mass shooting technically here in the United States is 4 more people perish in the attack, right?
Hmm.
So, the last 2 or 3 attempted mass shootings were stopped by an armed civilian,
Hmm.
but they're not going to talk about that or politicize that because it goes against the narrative, right?
Yeah.
Guns bad. People don't need guns. Well, maybe if we had more guns in the hands of responsible people, the irresponsible people would think twice.
Yeah. Like here in Texas, I mean, the whole thought is in Texas, everyone and their grandmothers own a gun, right? Like we all know this is a common thing. This is a common mentality for people when they hear, "Oh, where are you from?" Texas. Oh shit, you got a gun. I better back off. Like that mass shootings aren't as common here as they are in other states.
Yeah, because you got to stay strapped or get clapped, yo.
Exactly.
Scary knows what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's carrying ninja
Yeah.
stars, so I don't know.
I kind of liken it to like the war on drugs. Like the war on drugs was so unsuccessful in so many different ways because it was demonized, right? So
Mhm.
like demonizing firearms, like I don't think that's the answer. Like that law in California has been around for 32 years and it hasn't done anything really
Now,
to stop
see,
what's happened there.
I like where you're going with it, but I can honestly say for me, I think it was uh the war on drugs didn't fail. The war on drugs worked on the drugs it was aimed towards, right?
Mhm.
Because the war of drugs came out because of the crack epidemic and the cocaine epidemic that was going on in the United States at the time. And so for those 2 items, the war on drugs worked. Now
I don't think
they
so. Say that
they
to
put
people
in
in Miami.
well, I
Yeah.
can't speak
The
I can't
war
speak for
on
the people
drugs
in
is
Miami,
racist.
but Yeah, I'm not saying that the whole concept, right? But at the time, like in New York and stuff, the crack epidemic was slowed down because of the war on drugs, right? Like
Mhm.
there are some items that we don't always consider, millennials don't consider all the items that are on the war on drugs list to be drugs, right?
Mhm.
Like we have a different view. But
Yeah.
at that time and place in the 80s, I think the idea to really curve crack epidemic was what the whole point of it was. And
Yeah, but
it did slow that down. But again, it went the war on drugs, I think, is we far surpassed the need for it, right?
yeah, now
Mhm.
now all it does is it demonizes everyday Hispanics or Mexicans who are coming across the border to do stuff. Like
Smuggling drugs.
pretty
Where are you
much.
going
No,
with
okay.
this?
The war on drugs was racist against African Americans and the Hispanics, and you can definitely say that because it targeted those minorities, and the CIA was funneling drugs in through Florida
Yeah.
to sell to make money for America.
Mhm.
There was never an
Yeah.
actual war on drugs. It was a war on minorities.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, hot button.
No, you're
Mic
good.
drop.
You're good. That's exactly what I wanted
No,
to say.
I
It was a
mean,
war on minorities.
yeah. Not everything's perfect, right?
I mean,
Like,
not,
what are we
Feminism is
gonna?
like, no,
What can we do
no.
about the meth epidemic? Right? Like, so we went from a crack epidemic to like a meth epidemic, or fentanyl. It's really, I think
And
fentanyl is really the issue nowadays.
yeah, now
and
it's
that's
big
really
pharma.
a war on the impoverished.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
that stuff is cut and stuck on so many times that like it's basically rat poison. And I mean, it's poor people and poor communities usually generate towards those types of things. So like why like I don't know. It feels like they're keeping you down. Like, no, you're poor. Like,
yeah.
here's some drugs.
See, that's the thing. Is like, personally, I believe let the people smoke their fucking weed, but there's nobody that needs to be shooting heroin on the street corner, right?
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, so where do we do?
And it's frustrating that this is like super off our topic.
Yeah.
That libraries are keeping stock of, is it Norclan?
Yeah,
The
Northland.
North
Nor Norcla? Um,
Norcla.
North
Our Filipino
Northland
friend.
for, the homeless people that are at or near around the libraries who overdose, and librarians are having to learn this life-saving aid and keep it on hand
Really?
Mhm.
for them.
Wow.
But at the same time, Norma, how much is an EpiPen to save your life?
Well,
It's
before administration stepped in, it was like $700 without insurance.
yeah. So we're keeping
So-
Northland free for the overdoses, but we can't even get life-saving drugs for our regular everyday citizens.
Has it gone
Insulin.
back up since they repealed the healthcare ban or the price limit?
I don't know. I haven't gotten an EpiPen in this administration yet, but when I do, I'll let you know.
I mean,
I'm just
compare.
living life on the edge.
Roll the dice.
No, we're very careful in this house. Nothing peanutty is allowed.
Oh,
But-
I slip a peanut every
trying to
once in a
kill her
while
on a
just
regular
to see how
basis,
she's gonna
though.
react. Day 100, she's still alive, so we're good.
Maybe you help me with my immunity because I can eat almonds and other tree nuts now.
I mean, okay, so switching gears a little more, going back to California, if this law is unconstitutional, what does that mean for the people who had to get rid of their AR-15s?
So that's the big question, right? Like, so this happened this week. It's kind of a breaking story. And then the law has to be deceased by July 4th. So we have from now to July 4th to hammer out the details and figure it all out.
I know what we're doing
Really
July
short
4th.
time frame. Let freedom ring.
Bang, 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 bang.
Exactly. July
I'm gonna
4th,
be like
SoCal.
Scourge from Thor. da, 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 da.
Behold my ammo.
Oh, Jesus.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're having like a ninja battle in the comments, and it's kind of hilarious.
You know
Yeah, I
what?
would love to see this.
You know what else is hilarious? The FBI withdrawing their subpoena against USA Today.
So wait, you're saying federal agency did something against the civilian population and
Yeah.
to harm them?
I don't know who's saying it. It
Gosh,
was-
that's never happened. It never happened during the Black Panther Party. It never happened with Martin Luther King. It never happened.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
went on a
since
tinfoil
you
hat
said that,
theory.
do you
Nixon didn't do it.
think that CIA took him out? I do.
I don't know. But my tinfoil hat right here says yes.
Wait. Took who out? Who are we talking about?
MLK.
Okay.
Oh. I mean, they had a
Yeah,
lot
the
to do with the
government
Black
did not.
Panthers.
No, that was Malcolm X.
Oh, just
Yeah.
kidding.
I'll send you that article, Peach. But
Thank you.
FBI, the government abusing its power. I don't know if you guys remember back way when it was Washington Post, New York Times, and a couple other publications. Well, the Justice Department had actually tried to subpoena for these journalists' phone records to try to reveal their sources for the stories. And the administration at the time was just like, that's not cool. You don't do that. Biden now also says this is wrong. We shouldn't do this. Yet, the FBI recently subpoenaed Gannett, which is the parent company of USA Today, for reader information. So that includes IP addresses, locations, email addresses, any information about the reader who read a certain article between a certain period of time. USA Today, or Gannett's representative, basically turned around and said, no, we're not doing this. Basically, for you to ask us who read what on our website is an infringement on on their First Amendment rights, and we're not going to do that. Ultimately, the FBI ended up withdrawing that subpoena because they ended up finding their whatever answers they needed elsewhere. But why is that like the first step of like what led them there? And I don't know. I wasn't able to find any information. They just keep saying the investigation's ongoing, but it's related to something that happened in Florida the last couple of days. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, what does that make you? How does that make you feel? Like, if you were to read an article on your phone, and then the government is seeing what you're reading when you're reading it, along with your information, like, that just feels gross to me.
Yeah, no.
It makes me glad to have an AR-15.
It makes me glad to
And
have
a
an.
VPN.
Yeah, I was about to mention the VPN. Like, if this tells me anything, is that the government's looking for anyone at this point. So I'm gonna start using a VPN from now,
All day, every day, buddy.
or all day.
I'm glad that Gannett ended up turning around and saying, look, we're not doing this. This is an infringement on the First Amendment rights, instead of like bending. Because I'm somebody who's like a rule follower, right? Like, if the FBI was just like, boom, 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 we need to take your computer, I'd be like, here it is. Like, I don't want any problems. But I'm really glad that they said no, and I'm glad, and it didn't become public until Gannett resisted it in court, and then at that point the FBI withdrew them. So what other things is the Justice Department pursuing to gather information? And that's what I want to know.
I mean, it's not uncommon for the United States government to request log information from VPN handlers. So they probably figured, you know what, let's bully a news organization to give us the information we only to
Right?
turn
I
around.
think I really feel like this was a feeler, right? Like, let's see what we can get away with.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Because right now they've been having so many. So the infringement on a lot of our rights, federal agencies have been outsourcing it to big tech, right? And I feel like that's a loophole they've really overused. And
Yeah.
this was more of a, well, let's just see what we can get away with.
Well,
Maybe.
and you told us yesterday they pulled their permit they just ended up pulling it completely, or there weren't
Yeah,
from it.
yeah. There's subpoena for the
There's
records,
subpoena.
and they never even
And-
like USA Today didn't even say like, oh, we have this information, and the FBI told them not to disclose that, but they probably do. Like, it's somewhere, it's stored somewhere.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a diversion tactic. I still do. Here, I'm gonna distract you with saying, "Hey, I'm gonna subpoena your stuff," when they're gonna look for other information in the shady way.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past them because the FBI and the CIA do employ a lot of hackers.
Before that time.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past them.
I think this is a way overstep. And yeah.
Yeah, we should.
And the US economy just crashed already, so we can take over and rebuild a new
just kill off all the rich people.
Whoa,
Eat
whoa,
the
okay.
rich.
Whoa. Sorry, Daddy Bezos. I'm not always right.
Why are you encouraging violence, Peach? Gosh.
Because I woke up today and I chose Ruckus. I say this every time. Look at what shirt I'm wearing.
Hey, so Peach, what did you do to convince Dom that you're always right?
I didn't do anything.
Peach sus.
I'm always sus.
Yeah. Did y'all hear about that too? That they're trying to push some like $3,600 stimulus?
I
Yeah.
did hear something vaguely about that. Alan's mom was talking about it, and I was like, "What? Another stimulus? We need that?" And I didn't look into it.
Yeah, I tried looking into the fourth stimulus. I think it's just a leftover of the American plan that Biden put out, and they're just issuing the last of the payments. So I'm not entirely certain it's a fourth, but I know that families that have one or more children will begin to receive benefits from the government. I think it's like $250 per child a month.
A
So-
month?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Mhm. That's supposed to start this month on the 15th.
It's $250 per child a month.
Like, don't get me wrong, like as a parent, that could totally go for like clothes or anything that he needs, but I don't I don't know exactly where the cutoff is, so that's the other issue.
But so
Start
I
that
mean,
college fund.
I understand the help that it can give a lot of people that are in need. But then again, like, where's that money coming from? Like, we've already seen the aftermath of all this stimulus right now. You know, you can't leave the grocery store without spending $200 right now.
Yeah.
And that's for just bare basics. So,
Mhm.
I mean, would families be better served with less government interference in the price of things? You know, stop causing inflation, and would that better serve the families?
Oh. But I mean, I want to know where these funds are coming from too. Just
Especially
how
since the US is $1 trillion in debt as it is.
Did you guys know that the US government buys cheese or used to buy cheese on the regular?
Government cheese, yeah.
Government cheese.
I
I didn't
was
know
like-
Should have
about
made the best nachos.
that.
Peach told me this last night, and I was like, "Government cheese." Like, it makes sense.
It was because the milk industry was dying. That's why we saw so many got milk commercials and PSAs. Like
Peach,
you
we're
need
waiting for a
stretch.
peach stretch.
we're at
Yeah.
oh. I already stretched. I
I'm a
put my
little-
arms out and then I showed off my shirt. What do you mean you're waiting for a
Well,
peach stretch?
I'm
What's up,
watching you,
Kels?
Dom.
Gary,
For show.
you should have seen. I'll send a picture. You should have seen the squash I picked today.
Oh, dude.
It was humongous.
You know what
I
else?
made a casserole out of one squash.
What else is big?
What else is humongous? The mistake the FBI did,
Well,
trying to ask
yeah.
USA Today for data.
And I mean, I totally get a lot of the things, right? Like what Kels is saying. Like I get it, but at the same time, so this comes back to some of the stuff I was talking to with some of my guys today, right?
Mm,
So right now,
not your guy.
like me personally, I'm at the point where I'm 98% reliant on a corporation or the government to give me food or water or shelter, right? Like I pay a mortgage on my house, which some corporation owns technically. I get my food from their grocery store, right? So me myself, I'm a 98% dependent person, right? And so the only way that I can think of to affect change moving forward is to lower my own dependency on corporations and government. So that's why one of the reasons I've been pushing to learn to garden and have food growing, you know, step up my hunting game. It's like those are the only things I know to more or less make it better for myself.
Like offset that major
Yeah.
costs.
Mm-hmm.
I get you.
And if a lot of people started getting that mentality, things would change.
Yeah, the government wouldn't be as powerful as it is. Just think going around and asking for stuff when it feels like it needs to.
I mean, I can honestly say every one of my grandparents, well, not everyone. So 3 out of my 4 grandparents, right? They at one point lived on a farm. My parents completely depended on the system, right? So it's like, how can we change? How can we move forward and start making something better? And I think it's just, we got to pick the small changes.
Yeah. But you want to hear about a pretty small change that's going to be significant for cryptocurrency? The El
I don't know if
Salvador.
y'all hear, as you say that, I don't know if you hear all the buzzing, but that's my crypto hopper. It's just going insane at the moment. Sorry.
There's a reason it's going insane. The El Salvador president, oh fuck, I just had his name and I just memorized it. Nayib Bukele.
Yeah.
Thank you. He made an announcement in Miami this past weekend that he is going to make Bitcoin a officially recognized currency. I don't know why that was so hard to say, but he's
I
been
think that's
working on it.
awesome.
Yeah. Apparently he's been working on it for a while and he already has a bill ready. He wants to take it to Congress over in El Salvador. So, you know, if this does go through, this is going to be a big changer, a big money change, a money move for anyone who owns cryptocurrency.
A national currency. Like
Mhm.
that is crazy. Same, Kels. People who understand cryptocurrency intimidate me. I'm still like a little iffy on this made up money, but it's a big deal.
If you do get another stimulus, buy crypto.
That's what I'm going to do with those 250. Well, maybe like 100. The other 150 will go towards anything that
Hell, buy him some crypto. I mean, I remember when I was like that age, people, here's a bond or whatever. I mean, what's the downside to think about it? You buy your kid eighth of a Bitcoin now and let them sit on it.
Mhm.
That's
You'll
their
probably-
college fund.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. Unless if like Bitcoin crashes tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, it just crashed like an hour ago. It went from 38,000 to 33, but it hasn't dropped under the 30,000, so you're good.
Yeah, I think if it makes like a significant tens of thousands of change, then that'd be a little concerning, especially for El Salvador. But I'm excited to see what comes out of this. Like, is the government gonna start? Is their government gonna start mining for Bitcoin? Also, what does that mean
That's
for
the
anyone?
big question because China is the number 1 miner for Bitcoin currently. So
Damn, we are so far behind.
yeah,
I just
and
got
that's the
like,
thing
whew.
is China's not even like in the Bitcoin setup, right? So they mine the shit out of it, but they're more on V chain, so it's a different cryptocurrency, and that's what they're pretty much funneling all their money towards, and that will be their version of a cryptocurrency that their people can trade freely.
Realistically, I don't think it's going to be possible for El Salvador to start mining for Bitcoin anytime soon, not considering with considering the shortage of video cards right now. But I wonder what other governments are going to start trying to make that change as well.
So that was my big question was going into this. Are they only opening up to Bitcoin, or are they going to open up to Ethereum also?
Right now, they're just opening up to Bitcoin, but the plan is, according to President's, damn it, I already forgot it, Bukele, plan is to expand into the other, but he wants to establish one as a primary.
So so June 28th, the new update for Ethereum comes out, and I don't know if y'all have heard anything about it, but they're gonna start being able to burn Ethereum. So what you have is the gas fees, right? The transactional fees. Well, if you trade Ethereum, you more or less can burn Ethereum as the gas, right? So over time, the amount of Ethereum will start to shrink slowly but surely. It's not going to go crazy, you know. It's not gonna, but it will start descending the amount, which should drive the price up and up and up. I mean, that's the whole thing about Bitcoin is that there's like 20 million coins that are locked away in the creator's vault. Like it's his. So there's only a limited supply of Bitcoin. So people are willing to pay more for that Bitcoin. So what will if a government starts using Ethereum for transactions and a lot of people start burning Ethereum really quickly, is the price going to skyrocket?
That's a good point. I didn't consider that. But
Supply and demand.
yeah. I mean, one thing I can tell you about Salvadorans is 70% of the population doesn't even have bank accounts. So the goal for President Bukele is that he wants for people to be able to successfully exchange money on a system without having to go to and open a bank or to trade with someone somewhere else or go and find cash.
Well, so I was thinking about it. So like for Kells, right? Why is gold so expensive?
Because it's a rare metal.
What makes
Using
it
everything.
rare?
Do we place the value of gold like above where it needs to be?
Yeah.
Well,
It's like diamonds
so
at this point.
diamond. So I get that is a great example. Why are diamonds so expensive? Diamonds is one of the most common items on Earth.
It takes so long.
Well, yeah.
To make.
Wouldn't so it's a combination of cost to mine it out plus shipping plus
Well, yeah, no,
whatever
there's
the
a lot,
CEO wants
but
to
really
charge from.
it's yeah. So the value comes from the social acceptance and like society placing the value on it, right?
He buys
Like
diamonds. It means he really loves me.
yeah. And so that's the whole premise behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. The coins that are limited supplies or to function as a digital version of diamonds and gold, right? Like society places the value on them, and so they're a store of value. Where like dollars and euros, the government places the value on it instead, so they deflate the price or the worth of it. I don't know if that helped at all.
Actually does
helps.
a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you. Clary says, Peach and Crazy, I'm gonna need you to start pulling your weight in Minecraft.
Look, Scary, I've been trying. Okay, did you not see all the mining I did? I went into Bedrock for you. Okay.
Fun fact: don't go through bedrock. You will fall through the world.
Yes.
I want to do that. I want to fall.
I did it.
It's not fun. You lose all your shit. I should have
Did
warned
it?
y'all about that.
Oh.
I did
no.
when I was building my underground castle under the volcano. I was like, "Oh, look, bedrock." Do, 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 do. Ah.
My stuff, it's gone. Yeah, don't
You
go
gotta
through that.
you gotta set the bedrock on fire.
That's how you get grains of destiny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a topic request for Marvel talk. Scary wanted to
Marvel
know about
talk?
Cancerverse. It's
What do you
the
want to know,
Flash.
Scary?
All right. Tell us.
Tell
Gary?
us all about it.
Yeah. Although I'm super excited for Loki over the summer.
I know. Well, in 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I'm hype without even having to have to really get hype about it. I like watching it week to week only because it's kind of fun to be in the Discord and talk to Jay about Marvel stuff week to week. Like that social piece to it. But
Are they still watching wrestling right now?
Yeah, they
I
probably
think
are.
yeah.
Yeah.
I popped in earlier and I came in at a really awkward point and I was like, okay, bye.
The
And-
Logan Merriweather fight was last night.
A
Oh
sad waste
Oh
of
my
time.
god. But they both came away especially Mayweather. He doesn't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, he got
made
$10
$1 million.
Mhm.
Mayweather
I
punched
watched-
Logan, knocking him out, and he just kind of held him up so he could keep going.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw that video.
I haven't seen that yet.
You see Mayweather just kind of taking it easy, and he connects, and Logan just and Mayweather's like, nope, stand up, come on, keep going, wake up.
Like I was reading a Gizmodo article about it, and they described Floyd Mayweather like, yeah, 50 fight world champion, undefeated, best boxer in his history. And then you have Jake Paul, the best YouTuber in his family.
He was on Masked
What
Singer
a
last
roast.
season too.
Was he?
Wait,
He did
yeah,
not win.
yeah, he didn't
No.
even last 2 weeks.
So Logan
Forgot about
literally finished with a 13% hit percentage. So he only landed 13% of his hits. Mayweather still took it easy and ended with 40%.
Yeah, and during
He
the
wasn't
interview,
even winded.
Mhm.
No, it was a fucking joke to him.
Yeah, even during the
he
interview,
made
you
10
could-
million.
during
10
the
million. What during the interview, Peach? I'm sorry.
never mind.
Yeah, Scary. We were just talking about that too.
During the interview, all the questions that were coming at Mayweather were like, "Yeah, how did you expect this fight to go?" And blah 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 this, blah 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 that. How did you initially react to Jake Paul's taunting towards you? He's like, "I don't care. I don't care how I look. I'm 44. I had a successful career. Me, $20 million.
Around with a minimum at all times.
Yeah."
What?
Adopt me.
He straight up retired.
Oh.
Just if he hadn't retired, he would have lost his record.
Yeah. It wasn't a sanctioned match anyway, so if Mayweather lost, it wouldn't have counted. His record would have still been
with
clean.
Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
When he fought Conor McGregor, it was an unsanctioned match, so it was just an exhibition.
The buffer is back.
I really hope that.
Sorry, Scary. We started the show talking crap about China, and then next thing I know, the stream's crashing. So take what you will out of that one. Yeah, there you go.
No.
I hope everyone just screen grab that.
Oh God, I didn't think about that.
Speaking of screen grabs, I have a funny one that I took of our first crash. I'll post it in our mod chat.
Yeah, Scary. I made
Dope.
that joke from the guy from Hong Kong, and they all yelled at me.
Yeah. But what do we
Without
talk about this
context,
week?
sounded really awful.
Yeah, I did.
Wednesday, what are y'all doing, jerks?
We got John T318 in the house.
We're gonna be jerking it with John.
Yeah, jerking it with John. John T.
Jaunt.
John's.
John.
Yeah.
Good old Jaunt.
I'm excited
I'm
to
surprised.
have him
He's such a
Yeah,
trooper about that.
He's really big into he's a pretty good Minecrafter, man. He does some crazy
Mhm.
stuff.
on. Yeah, him and Mags. I like how they stream together.
I love her commentary on his stream because like she just sits there and roasts him and it's hilarious.
Scary's
So-
ready to get jerked.
I would love to build a village like they do on their server, but as soon as every time I try, Peach nukes the server. So, you know.
What are you talking about? I waited for weeks to nuke season 1. Season 2 will probably be
I was
active
in
till
the middle of a
October.
castle.
Do you want me to load the server back up? I'll totally load it back up.
No, it's fine. It's
Isn't
fine.
there
No.
like a backup?
There is. I have a
Yeah,
backup on my computer.
I want to play Sky Factory. I don't care about any other Minecraft right now.
Oh my god, Sky
I want to
Factory.
play the Avatar
yes.
one.
There's a Pokemon one. I don't know if you guys knew about this or
Yeah.
not.
Ooh, that's
You
cute.
hear me, Scary? We're gonna play freaking Sky Factory, and you're gonna like it.
Oh, Sky Factory 4 is so good. Oh my god. I love Sky Factory 4. I built some awesome shit before I had to refresh my
When-
laptop.
What are you streaming on Thursday, Norma and Jay?
I'm not streaming on Thursday this week.
Why not?
I'm going to a funeral.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry to hear that.
It's okay. But Thursday, Puzzle will be entertaining you with some Final Fantasy with Catalyst, as she does every week. And Friday, we have our virtual slumber party with Kel's Bells and Madly Invincible. We are super freaking excited. We're gonna play some sleepover favorites, PJs and Courage. No, you can't wear your birthday suit. We have established this rule that you always wear pants and clothes to recordings.
You must wear pants when streaming.
Scary, I only watch the D&D sessions just so I can watch your gruesome death. Like, it's coming. I know it's coming.
Hey,
Either your
NJ,
party's gonna kill you or the DM.
is it okay to share the
Um,
slumber party image that you have on our stream?
Wait, what?
Is it okay to share the slumber party image that we have?
The one she tweeted out and put everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Thank you.
Saturday, what's happening, Puzzled?
Saturday, we are back with our murder hobos. You guys need to pick a group name. Like come
Murder
on.
hobos. That's what it is. Actually, it's gonna be it's gonna be +1 -1 pretty soon.
Oh, here's the image for the slumber party. This
It's
Friday.
gonna be hey.
Ooh, stretch. Why is it always
Gary,
me?
I will never be
Ugh.
a scallion reject ever in my life. Twyla would throw herself off a cliff.
So I really see something playing off like the Lone Rangers, right? Do y'all get that reference? I know Scary does.
Rangers.
No. So the movie Airheads
Ranger?
with Brandon Fraser
Oh, okay.
and Adam Sandler, right?
Wait.
They named their band the Lone Rangers. And the whole movie, everybody's like, how can you be the Lone Rangers? How can you be plural of a Lone Ranger?
One man wolf pack.
Yes, thank you.
So it's
Time
the
to
solo
expand
wolf
mine.
pack +1 -1.
Like the Astro 5 +1 -1 all over again.
Yeah, that's the running joke in our Nipple Brigade D&T campaign.
So let me explain how that happened. One of the characters, Thamian, he failed something, so he had to roll a D100, and the D100 roll was a wanted poster suddenly appears that looks just like you, but it is a different person. And I took it and turned it into an extra big bad evil dude.
Which we killed.
No, we killed Offred.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Alfred.
Is he
Not Ollivander.
Not the necromancer.
Yeah, because there was a dude who joined the Astral 5,
Mhm.
and
Offered.
then and then we killed him. Yeah, because it was gonna be the Astral 6.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
So it was-
Ollivander that was joining them, not
Yeah,
Offered.
and
Offered
then we-
was okay. I got you.
But then we killed off Offred.
Yeah. Plus one, minus one.
Plus one, minus one.
Gary,
I just find
you
out
just need to
there's
play barbarian and be done with it.
yes. So in NAD Pod, they they had wild magic surges with Hardwood Surefoot, and he would do what was it that he took? I
Arcane.
can't remember. Arcane. He took, and it would
It's the
would-
magical version of cocaine.
pretty much. And he would have these wild magical surges, so it could either be like you could explode or like something epic would happen.
And he never failed.
Yeah, he never failed. It was surprising how he never failed. Like that was fucking great. And I remember trying to introduce Arcane, but you never took crazy.
Whole other
Nah.
reason why.
You've never been to the mayor's house, Scary.
Scary, you
raid.
have the wrath of a DM coming your way, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll up a new character.
Honestly, Scary, if you were one of my players,
It's a total party kill.
I would turn it into a TPK.
Hey,
Scary,
it takes a real one to kill the whole party. Okay.
Yeah. So who do you guys want to
Crazy
raid
should know.
tonight?
Um,
I saw C2's online, Lost Fables, which I've been thinking about for future.
I can send you a name.
All right. Dump it in chat. Or hold up. Oh, no.
Your
Don't close
chat.
Discord.
Very
Ooh.
respectable.
Wait, which dude are we doing?
Just remember, Scary, part of the D&D campaign is working as a team.
Yeah.
Scary's an individual. Okay. He's a unicorn.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
What if we killed Scary's character?
Ooh.
I would totally pay to see that. Like your whole party turn on you and murder you.
Twilight wouldn't do that. She has respect for all living things, even Scallion.
My character would.
No, but I'm very excited for this weekend's campaign because I think y'all are in a good place to really go on a bit of a march spree.
Whoop. Exactly what Scallion was itching for.
I know.
Maybe he won't be so murderous.
Maybe he'll stop asking what's on the shelves.
What a good good.
He's lawful evil.
Oh. Well. With that being said, let's go ahead and give our credits to the producer of the week.
It's a me, Mario.
Alan. Hey. Not you. Okay, fine. Crazy, it's you. You're doing all the work tonight.
No, pass.
No. It's all yours now. It's all yours now. Thanks for being here, guys. When you get over to the Lugamon 39's channel, make sure to drop all the raid emotes you can. Tell them where you came from. Alright, guys. Bye.
Bye, Dom. Have a good night.
Bye, Dom.